Hey guys!
Hi guys!
Alright, so this is going to be a very fun video. Yes. I am so excited. We're not even going to put the intro in because we have so much to say. If you guys have been following Funko or toys, you know that the London Toy Fair just happened, and Funko said we're going to show you all kinds of licenses and artwork that we are going to do in 2017. So let's get into some of them that we got to see. So we're going to start with their last reveal all the way up to the first. Number one was Star Wars Mimoji. Who really cares?
Yeah, it's just kind of a meh.
If you guys aren't familiar with Mimoji is simply just a little vinyl, like, I don't know, head or something.
Yeah, it's like a little mystery head.
And you get a code with it, and you can make it an emoji on your phone. But the thing is, it has to be an iPhone. Right. It has to be an Apple product, so it kind of defeats a lot of people's phones. Anyways, let's move on.
Up next, one that I know everyone is going to be excited for, and if you're not, you should be. It's Space Jam Looney Tunes Pops. Oh my goodness.
Maybe you were too young to see it back in the day.
If you haven't seen Space Jam, why not? Go watch it.
This is one I know a lot of people were excited for. I mean, obviously, they got some Monstars in there, some Toon Squads. I think the main thing everybody's wondering is, where's Michael Jordan?
Where's Jordan?
I think they probably can't get him as a license.
I'm assuming they're going to have issues with that, but we got Bugs Bunny, so hey, it's kind of an even trade-off.
Inside of this, though, they have a Taz where they have a Chase version with his teeth.
I really want that Chase. I think the Chase is much cooler than the regular one.
It'd also be cool if they did a version, you know, Sharknado.
Yes!
Yeah, and put Taz's head on or something. It'd be really cool. Hopefully we get a lot more in that line because there's still a lot more people to do.
Hopefully. And we also got Looney Tunes Dorbs as well. Yeah. So that's exciting news.
Up next we got an In Memoriam The Walking Dead mystery minis. They did these, I believe, before with Game of Thrones, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe
these are everybody that died, basically.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
And they turned the mystery minis into like gray versions.
They're now
kind of green. They're all dead, so who cares?
Up next, we found out we're going to get a second series of Overwatch. About time!
Yes, the good ones!
Yes, we got Diva, we have May, we have McCree.
McCree is what I'm excited for. I like McCree. But more importantly, I guess the one that everybody's most excited about, Diva.
Diva,
wow.
Absolutely.
So cool. It's a 6-inch, and it looks like she's going to be kind of like the Titanfall 2 one.
Yeah, I love the fact that they're going to have that so she can come out of her mech. That's awesome.
So she'll probably have a little mini pop just like the Titanfall, and then you have the mech. Such an awesome idea. They all look so great.
They look great. But where's Junkrat? You could have made him look so great with his peg leg and his gun. Come on
Junkrat would be a very cool pop. Yes. Also, Reinhardt would have been cooler with his shield. I feel like I just need a shield somehow. It could have been clear with, I don't know. But they all look really fantastic, and I do think they actually look better than the Series 1.
I agree.
And they are better choices. Now, I'm sure just like Overwatch Series 1, there will be a lot of variants and colors. If you play the game, you know they have a lot of different skins, and they'll do it here as well. McCree, we've already seen GameStop will be getting exclusive, the USA version, the 4th of July thing that you had where it was America.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, so I'm sure we're going to see that. I'm sure Diva will be in her regular mech too, not the pink. Just all different kinds of stuff, I'm sure. But this is a much better Series 2 than Series 1 in my opinion.
Yes.
Up next, we got to look at Mystery Science Theater 3000. This is one, I know a lot of people are like, half the people are going to be like, what the heck is that? And the other people are like, yes, because it's something that really kind of happened for a certain amount of time. Really, a lot of people, they only know the shadow, what they saw on the front of the screen. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I think they're going to be interesting pops. Of course, it's just artwork, so I don't really know what it's going to look like in total. But so far, it looks cool.
Up next, we also got mock-ups for the new Gears of War pops. I think these look pretty good.
They look cool. I mean, Gears of War, I think it actually kind of fits really well in a pop body.
Yeah, they do.
Because of just the artwork of Gears of War, where they're all broad-shouldered, wide and everything.
That's true.
But
they have very stocky stances.
I mean, the best one out of this is like the Brahmak one or whatever, the 6-inch. That thing is amazing. Can't wait to see what that looks like as a pop. Up next, we got one that I'm really excited. I think it's really, really cool.
Yes.
The retro mystery minis, the retro game mystery minis. Cool. I mean, everything looks neat. I like to see, you know, the ones that they're doing. But more importantly, the box they come in.
The box is so fantastic.
Little arcades. What a great idea. Way to go, Funko. That is definitely using your creative
super marketing
license. Yes.
Great job.
Up next, one I've seen a lot in the comments ever since we started collecting Funko Pops. Ones that people have wanted. That's Reservoir Dogs. It's kind of one of those cult classics that I think just people are going to want to just have in their collection because it's one of their favorite movies. Reservoir Dogs never really did it for me as far as that goes. But I know a lot of people are like super fans of Reservoir Dogs.
Right, and I really like the stance Mr. White's in. The, you know,
yeah.
Up next, they released new Mass Effect Andromeda pops. The new game's coming out, so we have new pops to go with it, build up the hype. Yeah. It's exciting.
Don't know much about the game, obviously, because it hasn't happened yet.
Right.
2 pops, though? A little strange.
I know. I would think we would have more, but maybe these are going to be our 2 main characters.
Or maybe they have a lot of exclusives. Keep in mind, guys, these aren't everything they're doing in the lines. Typically, exclusives will be coming out later. This is just showing you a few of them. So there could possibly be way more in the lines.
Up next, they release Ghost in the Shell Pops for the movie, not the anime.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I think that this looks really great, and Scarlett Johansson is one of my favorite actresses, so...
Really?
Yes, I really like her.
Well, I mean, the movie's going to be interesting. I know a lot of people have
will
been
be
fighting that whole thing with her acting. It is kind of weird that she's playing that role, obviously.
It is.
The movie, though, does look pretty awesome.
It
Like, as far
looks-
as graphically and everything.
Those little spider things, I don't really know what they're technically called, but when I
Yeah.
saw that in the trailer, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting pop, wouldn't it?
It would.
We need to add that in there.
Yeah.
Up next, one that I know a ton of people have been asking for. This might be one of their biggest lines that they released, I think.
Yes.
Just for the amount of people that are going to collect this. Lord of the Rings. So,
Hallelujah.
you know, they all look cool. Obviously, you can see here that they've got all different ones coming, but that Balrog, holy crap.
I know.
What were they thinking? They must have been like, yes, Balrog. I mean, they killed that. That looks awesome.
They really did.
I really want to see it in pop form, though, not just art. Sometimes it kind of
Yeah.
sucks to see only the art because these can change. That's one thing that they want, that Funko wants you to know, is that even though these are the mock-ups, this stuff could change because once it goes for production, things might change. Things might not work, or they might add things.
Things might not transition well from the 2D drawing into the 3D model,
Yeah.
so they might have to change it up. Up next, they also released Workaholics. Come on now. I think this is a great show. These pops look fantastic. I'm really excited for Blake. I love Blake on the show, his big fluffy hair. I think these are going to be awesome.
Here's another line you could kind of do a lot of exclusives. I don't know if it's that big.
really
Is it
can.
that big of a show? I don't know if a lot of people watch it.
I don't know. All of my friends that I've talked to, they're like, have you seen Workaholics? I'm like, yes, have you?
It's kind of one of those shows that everybody's like, well,
You don't
I don't
really
want to tell people I
watch
watch it.
it.
Yeah, that's kind of what this is.
It's kind of like when Breaking Bad was on. You didn't want people to know.
But once it hit mainstream, I was like, dude, are you watching Breaking
Right,
Bad?
it's true.
I swear I'm not a drug dealer, but that show is
right.
awesome. Up next, we got one, Captain Underpants. Now, the only Captain Underpants I know of is the book.
Yeah,
I
me
remember
too.
reading it when I was really young. Now, apparently, this says movie. So apparently, there's a
There's-
Captain Underpants movie coming
Yeah,
out.
I was gonna say maybe.
I wasn't
something
aware.
else.
But the pops, the designs of these things are crazy. I mean, they don't look like pops. They're unbelievable,
don't.
really. They're very creative, very stylish, very round. They almost look like... They don't even look Funko to me.
They don't look like Funko. I have no idea how well these are going to transition into pop form. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I believe these are the ones that have the big subject to change mark
Yes,
beside
no
them.
kidding. Yeah, once they put these into 3D, I wonder what's going to happen
Right.
there. Up next, we got some anime here. My Hero Academia. Never seen it.
Never seen
I
it.
don't have a clue what this is. The pops look cool. Obviously, it's got to be big, or they wouldn't be making it into pop. More importantly, though, they have Death Note coming out, too. Now, that's a line that I think a lot of people are going to want to collect. A very little line, though. Only like 3 of them, so I assume more are going to come in different ways, different variants, different whatevers. Kind of interesting. And then, finally, Naruto Dwarves. Just a couple of them as well. I assume they're going to be expanding the anime line this year.
I would think so. It seems like with the release of all of these, they're going to have a bigger line coming. Still hoping for some 7 Deadly Sins pop.
Up next, another one that I know a lot of people are excited for, Twin Peaks. This is a crazy line because of one specific pop.
Laura Palmer in the body bag.
That's
What?
crazy. The plastic stuff. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it. I don't know what that is. But holy crap, what a pop.
That is such a creepy pop, and I really want to watch the show now.
They really have done something with that pop.
Yes.
I bet when they came to their desk, they were like, what the heck
What
do
am
I
I
do
supposed to
with
do with
this?
that?
But it's so cool. I mean, what an idea. An unbelievable idea. They're not only doing the pops, they're doing their action figures. I don't know if we can call them reaction figures anymore, because I think they're technically called action figures now. They look a lot better than reaction figures, obviously. So they got those in action figure form. I don't know, guys. Are you going to collect the action figures from Funko? Let me know. Either way, they look pretty crazy. Once again, Laura Palmer, even in the action figure, looks crazy.
Yeah. Up next, they released 2 dwarves for Donnie Darko. We've got Donnie and Frank. I've never really seen the movie, so I can't say much about it. But the dwarves look pretty cool. Yay!
Yes, okay. The next one is Mr. Robot. We'll say it right away. Now, 2 weeks ago, actually 1 week ago, whatever that was, we were like, cool, we got that Loot Crate shirt. And we were like, what does F Society mean? I don't get it. We were comparing it to the V for Vendetta or something, right? Well, everybody was like, no, you have to see Mr. Robot. You have to watch Mr. Robot. So we started it this week, actually. And
we started it 2 days ago, y'all, and we're almost
Whoa,
done.
that is a good
so
show.
good.
The pops are awesome.
Yeah.
I would have picked a few different characters in there I think are important.
I think I would have too.
Elliot's good. I assume his hood should have been up, though.
I bet we're going to get an exclusive.
Maybe that'd be like a Hot Topic exclusive.
Yeah.
Elliot's got to have his hood up. We
That's
obviously
true.
know that.
I'm also really excited to get a Christian Slater pop. Finally!
So really cool line. I'm excited. We're definitely going to get those, although there needs to be a lot more in that line. Up next, Tekken.
About time!
Didn't even have a clue. These look amazing. I want to talk about Tekken a lot. I mean, you can see the Pops here. They look really, really great. Although, I think more importantly at this time, we need to mention one other thing. So we now have Tekken and Street Fighter. What one's missing?
Mortal Kombat?
Where's Mortal Kombat? I mean, could you imagine how awesome the Pops would be?
Right.
How do they not have it? WB owns them, I believe. So how is it possible
I don't know.
that they don't have Mortal Kombat?
Maybe there's an issue with the license. There has to
Oh
be.
my god, could you imagine Chase versions of Mortal Kombat? Finish him versions?
Oh my
Finish
god.
him! Or like ripping the spine out of it. Oh my god.
You know they can do it.
Oh, it'd be so cool with Chase versions. So Tekken's out, cool. But more importantly, where's Mortal Kombat?
Right. Up next, they released a Peewee Herman Dorbs.
Some people wanted it. I've seen people
Really?
want it, yeah. So it's kind of interesting it's not a pop, but it's a Dorb, so that's
I
kind
know.
of weird.
That's why I was kind of thinking, well, why don't we have the pop version?
You would imagine that'd be a pop ride on his bicycle.
Oh,
right?
I bet you're right.
There's no other way to have him, I don't think.
Up next, we got some Disney releases. About time.
Yep.
And first up is Ratatouille. Yay! About time for that as well.
What's interesting about Ratatouille is he actually came out when Funko was in the early stage, maybe 2012 or something.
Mm-hmm.
He came out in a little pack that had a Ratatouille, and it's the only way you could get him.
Right.
And I think that pack's kind of expensive now. It had a couple other Disney characters in it. I can't remember who it was. But it was a little mini Ratatouille. And they got rid of it, and he never came back. So it's interesting to see him back.
I wish they would have done for an exclusive is to have a Linguini with Ratatouille in his hat, since he kind of controls him that way. I don't know how they would do that, but I'd
Just
like
him,
to
I
see
think.
that.
Just him.
We also got a glimpse at the Disney Pint-Sized Heroes that are going to be coming out, and they look awesome too.
Yep. Pint-Sized Heroes, I mean, they're not for everybody, but...
Yeah, I mean, they're little tiny guys.
And to end the Disney lineup here, we got Joy and Sadness and Dorm version. Speaking of Pint-Sized Heroes, we also got a Street Fighter Pint-Sized Heroes. There's so much Street Fighter mini stuff.
You're right.
Everybody's making them basically.
Yep.
I don't know how well they'll sell. I think they're cool. I like the pop versions of Street Fighter better,
I
and the
agree.
Kid Robot versions of Street Fighter better. So this one's not for me, but they do look cool.
They also revealed 4 different versions of Sydney from Alias. These look pretty good, but they are drawings, so they can change.
DC fans, here we go. This is where it happens. This is where the good stuff happens. Number 1, we get the DC TV mystery minis. They look cool. You know, you got all. I mean, some of the shows are good. Some of the shows are bad.
Yep.
Some of the shows used to be good. We'll just say that. But either way, I mean, it looks good. And these are going to be popular, I think, for a lot of people
I
that
think
are into the DC TV series. But more importantly, the most important thing in this whole lineup
For you.
for me, Batman the Animated Series, Series 2. Batman the Animated Series, Series 2. I'll
That's
just
a
say
mouthful.
that is a mouthful. Oh my god, these things look amazing. Clayface.
too.
The Bane. We finally get the animation version
Yes.
of Bane, which is unfreaking believable. I love it. This is just a great lineup. We're also getting what they're calling Robot Batman, which he was actually a drone. I don't know if you've seen the episode, but he was basically, he fought Batman, and he was a robot of Batman, but he didn't know he was a robot. And they fought each other. It was a really important, I guess, kind of an important episode, but really, really cool to have them in there. Didn't think they would throw him in there because he's not like a widely popular character, although people do know who he is. So that's pretty interesting. Catwoman and Scarecrow to end it up. I mean, wow, what a lineup. And I really can't wait to see other Batman the Animated Series pops that might come out outside of this series too. Maybe
Isn't
some
it
exclusives.
exciting to see like them expanding this line and what they're going to be able to do in the future?
Oh, Batman the Animated Series is where it all began. I mean, a lot of the characters in Batman that we see today, it really started in not just Harley Quinn,
Right.
Obviously, but a lot of the way that they look. They looked way different before Batman the Animated Series.
It's true.
Batman the Animated Series with Bruce Timm kind of created what we see now in Batman. So really excited about that. Need a Mr. Freeze still though.
Up next for all you Teen Wolf fans out there, we're getting some Teen Wolf Pops, and I think the Scott McCall werewolf version is the coolest looking one.
He's all creepy to me. The show looks really creepy. Everything looks creepy about this.
It looks very creepy.
Although they
But
they must not have very many characters in the show. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Up next, one I know a lot of people have been excited about too. I've seen a lot of people in the comments saying, when are we getting this? When are we getting that? The 100. You can finally get your Octavius now.
Finally.
This is cool. I mean, these look really good. I mean, I'm excited about these. I know a lot of
Me
people are going to be too. So this is good though. I think this one's going to sell well.
Yay, we're finally getting 90s Nicktoons. I'm excited. Everyone's excited. I'm really wanting that cat dog. I cannot wait.
Ah, Real Monsters!
Stop it! Yes,
Yes.
those look good too.
So let's break these down real quick and talk about them individually.
Right.
I think this series deserves that.
I think so too. The first one we got to see was Cat Dog. I'm really excited for this. I'm curious how well this is going to transition.
Will the box turn sideways like Cars?
I bet you're right. I
Yeah.
think that's the only way they can do
Yeah,
that.
that's what I would imagine. My favorite are Real Monsters. That's what I'm so excited about. They all look absolutely fantastic.
They do.
They look like the characters.
They
I think
do.
that's what's most important about these. They've really nailed it. Now, one thing I do want to say, Crumb, I would change those eyes to white.
Yeah, because it doesn't quite look right with black eyes.
Yeah, and I don't know if Funko has licensing issues where they tell them, no, you can't do this. No, you can't make it that color. And maybe it's a very good possibility that's what happened here. But I don't see any reason why those should be black. Those should definitely be white.
I agree.
But Ickis and Oblina, they nailed. They totally nailed. Beautiful.
We also got to see Rugrats Pops, one of my favorite shows from the 90s, but I have a small problem with him. Tommy does not look like Tommy. He looks strange. No.
I think his head's good. I think the shape of his head's good. But he has a screwdriver, which is really awesome.
Yes, I do like that touch.
Chucky looks amazing.
Chucky looks awesome.
Can't wait to see the hair.
Great.
The hair
Where's Angelica?
I think that's what I really wanted to talk about here. Wow, only 3 from Rugrats? This is the one everybody's been waiting for. Like, when you said 90s cartoons, this is the show. Everybody's like, I can't wait for Rugrats.
Right.
And they had so many characters in Rugrats to only do 3 surprises me. So my assumption is going to be the series is actually going to be Nickelodeon. And so they can't go with just Rugrats and have all these. They had to kind of pick a few out of all the shows.
I bet you're right.
So when you look at the back of one of these boxes, it's going to have All-Row Monsters, Cat Dog, Rugrats. It won't be just one or the other. It's just surprising that they were only picked 3. Rugrats could have been its own thing and they would all sold.
It makes me kind of sad to think that they're not going to have the complete series. Maybe
At
they
least
will.
Not now. We're going to have to wait. A Phil and Lil 2-pack needs to happen. I mean, it just needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, if any 2-packs, that makes sense.
And we had to have an Angelica.
Yes.
There's no way you can not have an Angelica in the show. But really excited about those. They look great.
They look
just
wonderful.
Amazing. We also got to see the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers plushies. These are actually in Walmart right now. We've seen them already. We've been I'm excited. I'm going to get them actually. I think they look really great. But we finally got to see that, hey, they're out there. They're going to go to other stores. So be on the lookout for these. These actually look really cool. I like these.
They also showed more Pop Rocks, and we're going to get Joey Ramone and Jimi Hendrix. I'm excited for these. It's about time we start getting more of them.
Got his white strap.
Yes!
Oh, that's going to be great. I love it.
I think he's going to be an extremely popular pop.
I think they could definitely go back to like they're doing now, actually. But go back into the Pop Rock series and add a ton more.
Yeah.
I think that was something they brought out early in Funko, and then nobody really were collecting Pops at the time, so they had to kind of retire them right away.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Beatles Pops in a bin for like $2.
Yeah, and now I think they'll really pick up speed now.
I think
so to bring more of them back out in different versions of them, especially Jimi Hendrix, you can do a ton of different Jimi Hendrix. You can just do that, and I'm sure they'll sell well. Sgt. Pepper's Beatles, though, that's what we need.
Yes.
Next, they revealed Parks and Rec. So Star-Lord start.
That's right.
This is one that I know a lot of people have been excited about too.
For sure.
And it never really hit with me. Parks and Rec.
It never really clicked for me either. I know a lot of people out there love the show, and this might bring pop collectors that are not pop collectors into this.
You know, maybe the reason we never really got into Parks and Rec is because they were making fun of our town.
That's true, they were.
Parks and Rec, if you guys don't know, their whole basis of the town they live in is the town we grew up in.
That's true.
So
that's why we don't like the show.
Literally, they took the city that we grew up in and turned it upside down, and that's their city.
That's true.
Seriously.
That's true.
That's their map. It's just funny. But, I mean, obviously it's a good show, and a lot of the actors and actresses, the comedians, got their start in that show. And now they're pretty big actors.
Star-Lord is from our hometown.
So yeah, Pawnee is just our town upside down. Alrighty, so that was the London Toy Fair reveals from Funko. Lots of stuff.
Lots of really good stuff. I know a lot of people are going to be excited for 2017 and the future of all of these lines that are coming out.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this isn't the only thing they're doing. These are only some of them. So don't think this is Funko in 2017, nothing else. No, that's not how this works. This is just some of the stuff they have kind of mapped out and ready to go. Because it usually takes like 4 months from the way I understand it. 4 months from when they get the idea and create it and then ship it off as a pop and they're ready to sell. So, you know, there's going to be 3 more of these probably of a whole bunch of crap. And stuff that's, you know, exclusive and things like that. So there will be more. Now with that, we have New York Toy Fair next month. So if you feel a little left out, maybe your favorite series or maybe your favorite TV show wasn't in this lineup, wait a month because it might be in New York Toy Fair. Alright guys, so with that, what was your favorite lineup? What was your favorite thing they showed off? I know what mine was, Batman the Animated Series.
Mine was the 90s Nickelodeon.
They were both really great. I think we're super excited for. Miss Robot, I'm really excited for too. The Overwatch was really amazing as well. Just all kinds of great stuff. I really can't wait. This is going to be some good stuff, and it's going to be a strong year, I think, for Funko in 2017.
So
Alrighty guys, so put down below what's your favorite thing, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks guys. Bye.